There is no safe place from climate change. Hi, this is Bert Sperling, the Best Places Guy. It's 2025, a new year, and there are lots of things on my radar that I'm going to be watching. So, here from the beautiful Oregon coast, let's get into it. Climate change seems to be accelerating at an incredible rate. There are new disasters, it seems like, every month. This used to be a thing that people would move to a place that was a climate refuge. In other words, a climate safety zone where you could live and not be impacted by climate. And one thing I've realized is that is wrong thinking. There is no safe place from climate change. When you look at wildfires, now more than ever as things heat up and dry out, when you look at tornadoes, hurricanes have become more intense. Hailstones. Hail, some of you folks know what I'm talking about. The devastation that can come from a hailstorm. Hail can be a hugely destructive event in certain areas. So all of these things are happening, and they seem to be accelerating. There is no safe place from climate change. Basically what you have to do is you pick your poison, what you can endure psychically as well. We did a study a few years ago, and the one thing that people fear more than any other, they said, was earthquakes, which was kind of a surprise because earthquakes happen so rarely and they kill less people than any others. Sure, the economic devastation in some cases is really bad, but the number of people injured and killed by earthquakes here in the US, very low, thankfully. So for the new year, I'm going to be looking especially hard at the impact of climate change, how different communities, cities, states are working to fight the impacts of climate change. And there's things that you can do, there's things that governments can do and we can do individually to mitigate the cost and the impact of climate change. But the problem is, that sometimes takes a lot of time and costs a lot of money. How do you balance the two? And for instance, as taxpayers, people are going to be upset when the government says you have to have certain construction standards that are going to be particularly fire resistant or earthquake resistant or storm resistant in the case of hurricanes. And so you might be upset as a homeowner that that's going to be required. But on the other hand, you expect your government to help keep you safe, and that's part of the way the government would do it. So I'm really interested in the way that's going to be balanced out. I'm really interested in to see what California is going to do after the Los Angeles wildfires. There's going to be so much rebuilding that's going to have to be done. But I really am so hopeful that they're going to be, it's going to be effective. Part of my family got uprooted, had to flee their home, and didn't know what they were going to come back to. So it's a personal thing as well. And I just am so hopeful that California is going to do a really great job in correcting this. It's going to take years. Make no mistake, it will take years, it will take millions, maybe billions of dollars. Hopefully the federal government can help, all of us can help through our support. And that reminds me of another thing that I think I'm going to see a lot more of in 2025, at least if what we're seeing right now is going to continue. And that is the sort of demonization of states and cities for political gain. In other words, the red state, blue state kind of thing, the attack on governments and people living in states that are more blue, liberal, they're getting used as a political punching bag. That's completely unfair. California, this is a great opportunity for you to show the rest of the country and even the world how something like this can be managed. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do, and I'm really rooting for you. I hope the new year is a good one for you and your loved ones, and visit us at bestplaces.net.